Buddhists seek wisdom, meaning, inner peace, and freedom from greed, hatred, and ignorance. The Buddhist way of life.
Continuing from last week, Reverend Koshin Ogui will explain how Buddhist teachings are part of our everyday life.
If someone asks me, what is Buddha Dharma, Buddhism, Buddhist teaching? One of the answers is Tenmei Kaigo, which means, ten means transform. Mei is wandering mind, or some people might call sufferings. Wandering mind, unstable mind, unenlightened mind, ignorance. And open up, kai means open. Go is open the enlightenments. Transform the ignorant into or open to awareness, enlightenments. Ten, it means not to change entirely, but staying as it is, then transform. It is like fruits, apple, or persimmon. Persimmon is as persimmon, apple is apple, yet transform into bitter taste to sweet taste. That means 10. Or jitensha, that's a bicycle in Japanese, is self-transforming wheel. Jitensha, self-transforming wheel. Turnings, and without realizing it, it proceeds. So transform my illusions, ignorance, into openness of awareness or enlightenments. And that's a very basic understanding of Buddhist teaching. In contrast of saying, if I believe this, I'll be saved. You know? But here in the Buddhist religion is transforming this ignorance into enlightenment. Then question arises, how I could transform this anger into appreciations, this frustration into peacefulness, you know. They are emphasized to practice Buddha Dharma, Buddhist teaching, the Buddha Dharma. Buddha Dharma. Buddha, B-U-D-D-H-A, has three meanings. First one is means of historical Buddha who were born in India as human being 2,500 years ago, and later respected as he is enlightened one, awakened one, you know. And people use the word of expression Buddha, awakened one. So that is historical Buddha. Okay? Then second meaning of Buddha is expression of infinite sense of compassion and wisdom. That's hard to understand it. Something beyond my wisdom, something beyond my compassion, but infinite sense. So the compassion, wisdom are expressed through into various form, sometimes expressed through the piece of flower, or by the word of teacher, or word of wisdom, by the voice of mother or father, are expressed through to make me realize it. So that is the Buddha. We call Amida Buddha in Jodo Shinshu tradition, which means infinite wisdom and compassion.
The Buddhist Churches of America National Headquarters is located in the heart of San Francisco, and it stands across the street from a Christian church. So how is ministry done in an intercultural society, and how does Buddhism differ from other religions?
And third one is Buddha nature. Nature to be Buddha. This is a very unique part of the Buddhist tradition, I believe, in contrast with some other religions. We understand that we are born with Buddha nature, nature to become enlightened one, nature to become Buddha. That meant the word of Buddha. So here, whether I like myself or not, whether I like you or not, I could say, I'm sorry, I don't like you. But I have to respect your Buddha nature, nature to become enlightened ones. See? So that type of understanding helps me a lot to live in today's society. Meeting with different races, cultures, different people who believe different ways, okay? Yet, I practice to respect each one's Buddha nature. That extends beyond the human beings. Here in the Buddhist tradition, it said, even mountain, river, trees, and grasses and flowers are living with Buddha nature, nature to become Buddha. And this type of realization or understanding and realization helped me a lot to extend my respect, even to tiny flower, even to tiny cat, and even someone whom I don't like. When I meet with different races, with the different religious leaders and so on, so whatever we are different, there is no question that I have to practice to respect each one Buddha nature, nature to become Buddha. Those meaning of Buddha, B-U-D-D-H-A, that I understand. And Dharma means universal truth. Now, what is universal truth then? Is a question. Dharma, D-H-A-R-M-A. Translate into English as universal truth, things as it is, things as they are, so it isnness, suchness, and so on. And yet, hard to understand it then. So that we have to learn, study, and practice. Study, learn, practice. That is key point of the Buddhist followers, to learn, study, learn, and practice. Yeah. What is Dharma? Now, I could believe myself I am still 17 years old. Whatever you say it, I am 17 years old. But truth manifests in my life beyond my belief. See, I cannot run fast as I was at the age of 17 years old. That's truth, that is called universal truth, not because I believe, but truth itself manifests in my life and makes me aware and enlightened that I could smile myself. That is called the Dharma, universal truth. Guide us human being into like big oceans alike, big blue skies are like. Infinite sense of love is as God. Infinite sense of compassion and wisdom as Amida Tathagata or Amida Buddha. That is kind of picking up the what do you call the summit of or essence or principle of religion. But as long as some other religions guide human being into realization of oneness with unconditional love, unconditional compassion and wisdom, I don't see any differences. But here on the way, according to each one's traditions, are easier to emphasize. My God is nothing but truth, not yours. My Savior is only Savior, not yours. When we say only, then have to reject others. That creates all kind of conflict and difficulties and could be extended into war even. That is sad, especially sad if it so goes along under the name of religions. Then we better not have any religions. Yeah, that's sometimes I kind of tired of from religion itself. But here in the Buddhist religion, maybe not be called, in that sense, the religions. But if I don't use it, then people misunderstand and say, oh, Buddhism is not a religion. Not that type of religion, monotheistic, the almighty power is expressed religion, but rather emphasize the awareness and transform our illusion into enlightenment by the power of wisdom and heart of compassion. The Jodo Shinshu traditions emphasize this melting spot, ice melting like water, is the unity of I and infinite sense of wisdom and compassion are one. That we emphasize. Namu is my side, Amida Buddha is infinite side, melting into, so that Namu Amida Buddha. This is the gesture of oneness with myself and infinity. And that is also expression of thankfulness.
This program was brought to you by Bukyo Dendo Kyokai, Society for the Promotion of Buddhism. The founder of Bukyo Dendo Kyokai, late Dr. Reverend Yehan Nomata, believed that the Buddhist teaching could assist in bringing about lasting peace and happiness for all of humanity. Society for the Promotion of Buddhism is dedicated to continue Dr. Numata's dreams of sharing Buddhism with others by distributing the Teaching of Buddha books, which are translated to 42 different languages and donated to hotels worldwide. For further information, visit www.bdkamerica.org or call 626-369-5035.